All right. Good morning. We are
With the claps.
Tuesday, March 31st. Yeah, but we behind, man. We hustling up.
No claps, no claps.
There we go. No claps right now. I got to
Yeah.
think of you know what I do got to get in. Hold on. Let me hang on a second. I do have to get. We have little music, and then I forget that. We had yeah.
Oh,
Where my music gone? Oh, here we go. All right, there we go. All right, we got a little music.
easy does it now.
We got that. Hold on, now. Where we reach, boy.
Ah,
Morning Madhouse Show, of course, behind the scenes, Bahamian Tree and King C Note, of course. Um, Welcome to all of them that even if you ain't here right at the start, you will reach in just a couple of minutes as we can go get things started. Got a lot to talk about. Of course, there was reggae in the park. We could talk about behind the scenes today. Also, as we're looking at some stories this morning, I really gotta start to ask people and get a full understanding of what Bahamians perceive and understand to be an influencer
first
and or a content creator. Are they the same thing or are they different things? And what makes someone a content creator? What makes someone an influencer? So it'll be a very interesting conversation to have. Because someone said when I was having that conversation with someone this morning, they said to me that, well, oh, you're an influencer. And I'm like, well, I don't think in this digital age I would be considered an influencer. I think I'm an influencer on the radio. Like if I tell somebody to say, hey, so-and-so having a sale, go by there and go check it out. If that's what you mean, then yes. But on the social media platform, no, I'm not. I think I could go do no branding and people go on and go where I say on no camera. I don't know, but we'll see.
You can see.
Anyway, we got 14 seconds. We're going live on there. Let's go. Hot 91.7, your mega hit station, 28 minutes after the hour of 7 o'clock. And we are live.
Live.
Yeah, man. Behind the scenes, of course, with Bahamian Trey and King C Note is happening right now. You can follow us on Facebook or as well as YouTube. And you can go on our Hot 917 FM website or the Music Media 242 app and check us out on Hot TV as well. Anyway, BTC doing some big things, man. Talk to me, Trey.
Well, with the My BTC app, you can check your balance, set up auto pay, and view or download your bills. That means you can look at it or you can keep it for yourself. You know what I mean? All in
But
one.
you should also pay. You should also pay the bill. Just don't look at it.
Of course. I mean, and that's why you got to set up the auto pay, because if you leave it to me, I might just look at it. So you can do all of this in one convenient place, which is the My BTC app. That's anywhere, anytime. Get started now, today. Download the My BTC app from the Google Play Store, or you can go to the Apple App Store.
Yeah. All right, man. Y'all make sure keep it locked in. 29 minutes after the hour of 7 o'clock. Which billionaire out there is on shaky ground in their relationship right now? Shaky ground.
Billionaire is on shaky ground in their relationship right now.
Shaky ground. Shaky. Yeah. We can talk about who this billionaire is.
We gotta see this.
Yeah. And then I know what I can be hearing people say. Yeah, girl, take everything. 30 minutes after the hour.
I really want to know now.
Of 7 o'clock. Keep it locked. Good morning.
Paying your bills just got easier with catching.
Yeah. Why is that?
What's that?
Why is it that when people break up and one party, well, I don't say always the man, but a lot of times it's the guy that may have money. And then everybody just, yeah, well, she's straight.
You know what I just saw this morning, and I thought it was so funny. Mind you, I don't have no exact sentiments on it, but it's just so funny. Someone say they okay with 50-50, in divorce, but don't like 50-50 in marriage. And I was like,
so they okay with 50-50 in divorce,
but not in marriage.
but
Meaning,
not
like,
in marriage.
because the whole 50-50 conversation been a thing, like, oh, women should go, you should go half on bills, half on this, half on that. And then, there's been a lot of pushback against that.
And I believe, if I had to say the truth, I think that a lot of women want more than 50% when it's time for divorce. They go want more than 50.
I tell you that.
50 is the starting point that they don't like.
Yeah, 50 is the minimum.
Yeah, I mean, listen, people put into relationships, but I don't think it should always be okay because this guy have $1 million. And well, first off, did he have money before y'all get together? Did you help him to maintain his money? Did you help him to grow his money in some way, shape, or form? What did y'all build together is probably the other question, right? Did y'all build stuff together? If there's kids involved, obviously, yes, you want to take care of the kids and their responsibilities. You want to make sure that the kids, if they've had a particular level of comfort and lifestyle, meaning, listen, if every month your kid is doing a bunch of activities and different things, and those bills came up to $3,000 a month. Let's just say those bills came up to $3,000 a month, right? For the activities and the different things, maybe a helper and all them other kind of things that you might have had at the house. Then you, as the man with the money, then you should be continuing with the $3,000 worth of bills, right? I don't know how the $3,000 worth of bills turns into $30,000 every month.
But because listen, I don't remember which I don't remember what the gal name. I don't remember if it was some gal named Brittany who was like married to this basketball player, and boy, the child support. Oh my gosh, let me look it up right now to see what the child support was, because this gal going from, like you say, nothing to at least over $30,000 a month. And I was like, what?
Yeah,
This baby is going to King's College.
Take care of your children's. Take care of your children's. But the kids should not be a reason to fleece. To fleece the daddy. Meaning to tiny pocket inside out. That is not simply because he's rich. Or you perceive that he's rich. Because a lot of times it's perception. People are not cash. People aren't cash wealthy. Let me tell you something, especially in the States. You see a lot of people riding around in them big car and things of that nature. They don't have any cash, bro. They are a lot of them you see in those big homes and those fancy cars and stuff. A lot of people are living way above their means. I can tell you people that I know that are known to me that they admitted, like, boy, like everything is maxed out. Like we're living beyond our means.
It's crazy.
And you would think that, like, okay, somebody's a basketball player, right? They're an NFL player, and so you think that they just, like, they're multi-millionaires. You might see someone sign a contract for $100 million, but if you really break down how much of that money they actually get after taxes, after management, after all these other things, it ain't no 90 million. I can tell you that. They're walking away with significantly less than that.
Yep. And like, for example, there was this gal named Brittany Renner. She was dating this dude named PJ Washington, and child support ended up becoming a thing. And she was trying to take it from 5,500. Guess to what this is? She was trying to get per month.
How many kids?
5,500. It's probably one kid. Let me see something.
What? $5,000 a month for one kid?
And she wanted,
she wanted more.
That was what she was getting, and she was trying to file for more. I can tell you right now. Wow. How much kids does she have with PJ?
Yeah, I need to hear.
Okay. One child. And guess how much she wanted? Instead of the 5, she wanted up to $35,000 per month, citing a move to California and the high cost of living. So she is struggling to meet expenses for their son.
Well, sweetie, you need to buckle down and you need to get a job. And again, the child is a shared responsibility between both of us. Right? It's not just, it can't just be my child when it's bill time and your child when it's decision time. That's not the way that it works. It's a shared responsibility. So you needed to move. Okay, fair enough. But then now you need to live within your means. I am responsible for taking care of my responsibilities for the child. But yeah, I just find a lot of times, sadly, what I've seen in celebrity circles. I don't want to say that's every circle.
Yeah.
But what you see in celebrity circles is that, kids are an end to a mean to get money.
A lot of times.
Yeah, to get, and it happens sometimes in our world. Because you don't have to be a celebrity. You could just be somebody that have nice things. And people assume that you get money.
I tell you that. You gotta come from a big house and now they saying, yeah, this one.
Yeah, that house, half of that house is mine.
Yeah.
But it does not take $5,000 a month. I mean, I can't say that. Let me don't say that. It depends how you living. It depends how you living, though.
How you living?
Yeah, it depends how you living. I mean, if you are living high end and your child is doing a lot of expensive activities and they're doing them at expensive places, then yeah, maybe $5,000 a month is being used for true. But I'm gonna need some receipts. Simply because I have money, and this is something that you even need to teach your kids when you have kids and you're rich, right? When you have kids and you're rich, your kids think that they're rich,
right?
No, Daddy's rich. You're not rich. So it's the same thing, and one of the Scott as well. It's the same thing with the ex-wife, the ex-girlfriend. Daddy's rich. The daddy of this child is rich,
but not the child.
So we may need to do some adjustment on, but there's no way one child could be $30,000 a month. There is absolutely no way.
She's mind you, and here's what's so funny. Like, I think it's interesting because for sure I don't think one child is $30,000 a month, but she literally she specified and say, Cole, I can't afford the cost of living over here. Like, it's expensive, and
why the hell you moved there? Move to Georgia or something where the cost of living is cheaper. I had a good friend, college roommate, that had a really good job in South Florida, but South Florida became expensive. And he just told me one day, he's like, boy, we bought a house in Georgia and we're moving to Georgia. And when he started explaining to me like the difference, when I saw his house in Georgia, I was like, okay, you go on and live into the lifestyles of the rich and famous. He said, well, you wouldn't believe that I paid less than what I was paying for my condo in Florida.
Crazy.
Right? Crazy. So yeah, he's in Georgia and he's doing well. But the cost of living depending on where you live in. So sis, you need to move someplace else. You won't be around. Why you going there where it's expensive? And you ain't got and you don't have any money for that.
It's California girls is unforgettable. Daisy Dopes bikinis on top.
So she going there to go live a particular lifestyle that she can't afford.
Yeah.
That's what it is then.
But then you know it's the argument as well. It's like, okay, you didn't bring me into this lifestyle. You gotta maintain it. And now you gotta maintain it for your child. You see what I said? Your child ain't no but no Chuck E. Cheese. They ain't no Top Golf. You out there with any Chuck E. Cheese.
And I became accustomed as your man to putting it on you every night. And I no longer get to put it on you every night. So I've now had to become unaccustomed to that. So you too will now have to become unaccustomed
to the finances.
yes, yes, we were married, and if the court orders something that is sensible in regard to child support and to alimony, then yes, the man has to pay it. But getting a divorce should not be a punishment for a man. Shouldn't be okay. Oh, somebody, I know what women think. They think that every time someone breaks up or gets a divorce, the man cheated. They think that is the first. Trey, tell me if that's not the first thing that you think that people think. When people get a divorce, oh yeah, the man cheat. That's why we ain't together no more. The man to cheat.
We ain't got a good PR behind that though.
What you mean? No, many times that is not why people break up.
Yeah,
look, do a Google search of what the majority of relationships end for, and I would suspect it's probably finances.
Nah,
finances would be somewhere near the top.
I definitely don't mind, but I'd like to narrow it. So we're gonna say in the U.S. and the Caribbean, and where how are we gonna do?
Oh well, no, don't say the Caribbean now. The Caribbean, don't put the Caribbean in that. Don't put us in that now. Don't do that.
Okay, bro. How much hold on, what it is again? How much relationships end?
What are the top 5 factors why marriages end? Something like that.
Okay, what?
Globally, don't say in the Caribbean way.
Okay,
because it'd be unfair because we all know we are a Christian nation here in the Bahamas and no one cheats.
Okay, what are the top 5 factors of why divorces happen? Okay, yeah. Number 1, financial disagreements and stress. Money is the most frequent cited cause of divorce globally. It is not merely the lack of money, but disagreements over spending habits, debt, and financial priorities that create intense conflict. Financial stress often leads to broken trust and a breakdown in communication, particularly when couples cannot align on long-term financial goals.
Yep. I have a very good friend of mine's, same situation.
Exactly.
He was making good money. Good money. And but as quick as it come in, his wife was just.
You want to know something crazy?
Points up that account.
Hey, you want to know something crazy though? You want to know what number 5 is? And
what's that?
Mind you, I hear a lot of people say this, but I just was like, I don't really, I guess, think too much of it. But number 5 is marrying too young. So getting married at a young age is a significant risk factor, with studies showing higher divorce rates among couples in their 20s. Those who marry young often have less financial stability, less emotional maturity, and may not have fully developed their own identity or life goals.
Or they may not have juice enough outside. That's the truth. That's the truth now. Some of y'all around here, you all voice little sweet little something, you all going, why married?
Talking about trip, fall, and tumble.
And then when you turn around and look 3 years, 4 years down the road, you bored and you wondering what else is out there.
Hey, listen.
And you're seeing other things out there.
The last sentence says, partners change and mature over time. They may grow in different directions, leading to separation.
Yeah, think about yourself when you were 12, Trey, and then think about yourself when you were 18. You changed a lot. So imagine between 18 and say 27.
Absolutely. I definitely
changed a lot. And then think about 27 to say 35. We change. And so that partner that you're with, if they are not changing the same kind of way that you're changing, maybe they're here and you're here and you always feel like you're pulling them up. You always feel like you're pulling them up. It's a lot of stress. Your relationship partner is supposed to be your helpmate.
Yeah, man. Hey,
sometimes some of y'all are the weight and the ball and the chain around one's neck, putting us down.
The sinker on the line.
Sinker.
No,
some of y'all are like the Tingham triangle. What the triangle called? What the triangle called where everybody's disappeared? The Bermuda Triangle. Getting a relationship with y'all, everything done. Anyway, we got 30 seconds to going back on the air.
All right.
Just I could put my house in it. You wanna bet, babe? I could put my house in it. I could put my spouse in it. I said, shimmy, shimmy, yeah, shimmy, 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 yeah. 5'9" brown eyes, and she in the shimmy, shimmy, yeah, shimmy, 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 yeah. 5'9" brown eyes, and the shimmy, shimmy, yeah, shimmy, shimmy.
Hot 91.7, your mega hit station, 46 minutes after the hour of 7 o'clock. Talk to me, Trey.
Listen, big things happening, big things are going. And guess what? You got to get ready for 3 exciting days of food, farming, and family fun at the Bahamas' premier agricultural event. This is going to be hosted by the Ministry of Agriculture and Marine Resources under the theme Agriculture, Our Heritage, Our Future. So you can have things from hands-on backyard farming, hydroponic masterclasses to marine exhibits, chef showdowns, artisan vendors, nightly entertainment, native produce, Junkanoo rush outs, and activities for the kids, of course, because you got to make sure the kids straight. It's something for everybody. Everybody could experience something. All right, Friday, April 10th through the 12th, 2026. You got it from 10 a.m. to 10 p.m. So that's a lot of time to get into some agriculture. Come learn, explore, and celebrate the future of agriculture in the Bahamas at the Agri Expo 2026.
Yes. All right, so we're live right now on Facebook as well as YouTube and on Hot TV. You can go to Hot 917 FM on social media or go to the Music Media 242 app or hot917fm.com and catch all of the behind-the-scenes conversation that we are having.
The nitty and the gritty.
Yeah, man, what we were talking about off air just now is about how much financial responsibility should you have when you break up with someone? Meaning y'all either broke up in a relationship or you broke up in marriage. And are you financially responsible for that person? I think we both can agree, Trey, that if you're just in a boyfriend-girlfriend relationship, whether it's long-term or not, you're not financially, and no kids involved here, you're not financially responsible for her.
You think so?
Y'all just in a relationship, but y'all ain't married.
10 years.
I don't get comment anything. It can be comment the rapper. We break up. You go your way. I go my way. I'm not financially responsible for you. Now, if we're married, then maybe there is, well, not maybe, then definitely there is something that we could have a discussion there. But now when the kids come into it.
Now you know I want Google, right?
What's that? Oh, yeah, when kids come into it now, boyfriend, girlfriend, break up, you got to support the kid. I don't think you're responsible for the gal. The mummy.
Yeah. I mean, hey,
you're responsible for the kid. Open up the phone line straight.
Oh, because you wouldn't believe I said someone in the arms of the law is listening right now. 605-2038, 605-2039.
Yeah, are you responsible? Are you responsible for, and just in a relationship now, we boyfriend, girlfriend, ain't no ring. There ain't no ring, ain't no marriage certificate. Are you responsible to be paying anything for the girlfriend place of living? No, I say niet. Now, if you got to help to take care of your child, like you ain't want your child living rough, then maybe you then do something to support your child. Meaning, you maybe throw something down on the rent or something like that. But it ain't for her. It's for the child.
Okay, so I check the arms of the law. So no, in the Bahamas, common law marriage defined as a relationship where couples cohabit but are not legally married is not recognized for the purpose of spousal maintenance or financial support after a separation.
Exactly.
So morally and legally, you are correct.
Only now if your soul tell you. She came back to go live with her mommy them, Grammy them, and thing ain't living good. So I don't want my child in that kind of environment. Then you go and you could assist. That's how you could assist with the rent or whatever else. That I think that probably happens sometimes in the Bahamas. But you can't tell your current girlfriend that's what you're doing.
No. Absolutely not.
Because you know these women around here. You doing what? No, man,
And
you can't be doing that. That's my money.
you want to know something? It even ain't just that, But do that and let you don't do something on the other side.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, so you was being around there and I can't even get a... Yeah, you're
Yeah, then that round they come up. Anyway,
Yes.
the reason why I bring this up,
Yeah, who was
and
the billionaire?
there's a billionaire out there right now that there's rumors swirling that the honeymoon is over. And this is for this gentleman's second bride. We're talking about none other than the first one clean him out, and he still is one of the richest man in the world.
You want to know I still lost?
We're talking about Jeff Bezos.
Really?
Yes.
Really?
Speculation that some say that him and his current wife may not make it to their first wedding anniversary. The couple married 9 months ago in Venice, Italy. It seemed like way longer than that. But the Amazon founders, the Amazon founders splurged on a weekend destination ceremony to the tune of $50 million. That was the wedding cost. A source said everything changed the moment they got married. Before it was all excitement and attention. Now it's real life, and it's not as perfect. They were already out of sync.
But you want to know something, but I think it's just a thing where, but money can't unlame you, but Jeff Bezos don't look lame. Like, he looks like someone who just, like, okay, have you seen pictures of him before Amazon became successful?
Yeah, but I mean, what's she looking for?
What you mean, what's she looking for?
She looking for excitement. She looking for Tom Cruise, and her husband, he's not Tom Cruise.
Okay, you can't say you ain't Tom Cruise and then you're Tom Cruising when the gal first reach. Because I'm sure he was Tom Cruising. Because he's that type. Yeah. Jeff Bezos is the type to, all right, if he boat gird over Paradise Island, he try to open the bridge so that he boat can get under it.
He'll build a new bridge.
He'll build a new bridge. And guess what? Don't let it be because he girls say. He can do it for you, girl. That's the type he is. But I feel like he's a lame. Because there's no way, but your first wife,
Bezos, if you're listening, Bezos, come prove us wrong. Take us on the yacht. Show us how you carry on.
If you're bad, put 10 million on our account if you're bad.
Yeah,
if you're bad.
Show us how you carry on, man. Show us
you see what he said? If you ain't Liam for Drew, if that's how you carry on.
53 minutes after the hour of 7 o'clock, we're going to carry on our conversation, of course, off air. What we're about to talk about right now is the difference between a social media creator and a social media influencer. We make them one and the same in the Bahamas, but in fact, they are very different. We'll talk about that, and we'll talk about one of them, whichever one you consider this person to be, that is once again falling afoul of the law. We'll talk about that coming up in just a second. Keep it locked. Good morning.
Are you looking for a fresh experience? Look no further than Fresh Market.
Boom.
Yeah. So I'll pull up. I got to pull up that because you sent me that image, eh?
I believe I did.
Yeah. So let me just pull it up on. Let me pull it up, man. Where is it?
Pull up. I have a mind bender. It ain't an ism and a schism, but I have a mind bender after we talk with this content creator thing. Like,
oh yeah, man, that's a good one.
That I think we need to. We seriously need to figure this out. I can send it to you after we then talk with this.
All right. Let me just pulling up the photos so we can talk about it. But I guess we can say who it is, and we can start to I guess tell his story, Trey. So what? Go ahead, you can tell the story, and I'll pull up the photo in a minute.
Okay, so was this last night or was this morning? And there was a report that was put out, and the headline was very interesting. But Daddy White was convicted of damaging his girlfriend's car during a domestic dispute, and he was ordered to pay fines and a compensation. So, for a lot of people, this ain't the first time we see something like this, but the charges stem from an incident on March 20th when he broke the driver's window of a Nissan Skyline, valued at $220, and he's been ordered to pay $500 in court fines. And he also faces 2 months in prison if he doesn't complete anger management classes.
Now, this is not his first time
No.
in front of the court.
No.
He's been he's spent time in jail, I think once, if not twice. Correct?
I know for sure that there was one time.
Yeah,
I know for sure there was one time.
one
No,
time for sure, for a couple of years. And that doesn't mean that because someone goes to jail, they can't have redemption. Because I know people that have been to jail for different things and have come out and upstanding citizens and doing well and trying to. It's hard in the Bahamas, though, I can tell you that. Once you
Yeah.
have a criminal record, here you ain't even gotta have a criminal record. They just see the police handcuff you. You know,
Or
you just
let
get,
you be known
yeah,
to police.
you get handcuffed once. Oh no, but they trying to mash you down. So not having a discussion in regards to what he has gone through, from a legal standpoint to say anything else. But the question that we had is, what did they call him in the posting or in the news report? What did they call him?
First time ever he is publicly addressed as a content creator.
So other than that, he's been called what?
Okay. Now I promise this is just because of what is at access to me. But the last time when he was arrested and this was posted, it just said Daddy Whites.
So now they're calling him a content creator. Oh, that's
Yeah.
one of the old things. That was during the pandemic, because he had
Yes.
one mask.
Yes, this what it was, because during the pandemic, what it ended up happening was what it was is called child cruelty. He had a child drinking beer and things, like, you know what I mean? It was crazy stuff, and he had it on video.
Yes, that was the other time that he had hang on a
And
second.
he was addressed by name, not by content creator. Matter of fact, did they even say his name? Let me see. I mean, in the second time, yes, they did. Now, that's what's very crazy about this headline. Let me tell you what's absolutely crazy. In the first time in the headline when he got arrested, he was Daddy Whites. Daddy Whites has been arrested and sentenced, blah, 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 blah. This time, they literally post his picture, and all they say is, a content creator has been convicted. Now he don't have no name. He's just content creator.
Just content creator.
Just content creator.
Well,
I agree with you, but I see the ism and the schism in this.
Yeah. So is he a content creator? Is he an influencer? What is he?
I would say this. Daddy Whites, if I was to give my overview, is what he had called himself for the past couple of years, which is an entertainer. I think that he does entertainment in ways like, okay, he might try comedy, he has tried music, and I see that there were times where he's tried hosting. Now, when it comes to content creation, like I've never seen any content creation per se, and I also never seen him address himself as a content creator.
No, I've seen him create content.
But
it doesn't mean it was good content, but I've seen him create content or do things that he pushes out there in social media. There was definitely the incident. Well, I think even the incident with the child with the drinking, that was something that he was trying to create content. There was the next one where he beat up, slap up. I would say the boss Bahamians, it's a Joneser, right? For nothing, like just out of the blue.
You mean that fight in the grass?
What's that?
You mean it was happening in the grass? I ain't sure.
No. It was somewhere. It was up by Waterloo. He was up on a wall or something, and he jumped off the wall and slapped the boy. So yeah, that was years ago. I remember that. So those are the kind of things that I guess he's trying to become viral or trying to do different things. And then don't forget, he had a social media boxing match. You forget about that, eh? There was but people watch that.
Nah, because it's like, okay, cool, I get it, right? But like, I guess, okay, how about this? Let me search what is a content creator. Let's see if we can have a proper definition of that. Okay, so right now it says a content creator is a person who produces engaging, educational, or entertaining material for digital platforms, including videos, blogs, photos, and social media posts. They aim to inform, inspire, or influence a target audience, acting as key figures in shaping online culture for brands or as independent creators. Now, like, I guess by definition, early on, like, I think there were times where he'd be intentional with it, where I remember when he was doing like the prank calls and stuff, like, boom, I feel like that's when he was making content. Even I'd go out on a limb and say at the time when he was doing some music videos, that was content being creative. But right now, nobody. I don't see nothing happening. Like, I think we could leave it at like entertainer, but for them to use the buzzword in the headlines,
we can't even say entertainer. What is he doing that is entertaining? That's what I need to get a better understanding of. What is he doing that's entertaining?
I mean, when you put it like that, I mean, from what I've seen, like, it looks like hosting here and there. Like sometimes he does like.
I remember I talked to this about Trey before we got started with the stream. Yeah, I remember at one, I can't remember which brand it was. There was somebody that I did not expect. No, Trey, let the news is not ready yet. So give it a second. News not ready yet.
Okay.
But yeah, so this company that I did not expect to be affiliated with him had him as a spokesperson. It might have been an event, it might have been something. And as soon as I saw it, and as soon as I saw what he was saying, and as soon as I saw that he was the one that was saying to go to it or to be involved with it, I instantly knew I was influenced, all right. I instantly knew that I was not going to go and have anything to do with that.
Yeah.
But he's not the only one. There is another person in this country that y'all follow behind without fail.
And who is that?
She swears she has some power to make things happen and to say things. And all she does is cuss the same set of cuss words over and over, and y'all flock to watch her. So is she, Trey, this female that we're speaking of? I didn't even want to say she's from Grand Bahama, but she's allegedly from Grand Bahama.
Hey, represent now. You better represent now. Represent now. No.
Is she an influencer, first off, or is she a content creator? I think she's an influencer. We may not agree with what she does. We may not agree with the way that she does it, but she influences people. I have no idea. That we ain't getting into the how or the why, but she does.
Yeah. Now, like, I also agree. I'd say that she's definitely someone that has influence. And see, I won't say the wrong thing, and then I get cussed.
Then she comes up. Y'all and
I get a mop in my, you know what I mean? I don't want to. I don't want to say the wrong thing, but I gotta say, like, I see. I'll say vaguely. I see, based on what we claim it, where she's being used for her influence. I see now how she's being used by, or I don't even know I don't know if
are there businesses? Are there businesses that, I know she's the political side of things, and there's tons of people out there that want to be political influencers. Again, she can't influence me to support that particular party that she thinking, because as soon as she starts talking, I go away from them. But what brands does she work with? Like to me, an influencer is somebody that has to get somebody to do something, buy something. That's an influencer. Does she do that? I don't watch, so I don't know. Y'all tell me.
That's the funny thing, because even though I can't think of a product she may have sold to anybody, I know that for sure in this certain time right now, like you say, from the political side, if you check her comments, but like, I mean, you got some, you see where you have people that rally with her for like the way how she's carry on. For example, when it was the, what they call that, the was it a by-election, the thing happening, all of that. But you saw she's carried on in the road, but she had them people energized for something that necessarily, like, I mean, I wouldn't say she had nothing to do with, but it wasn't a constituency or nothing like that. But she came there and she set foot as if, like, yeah, but I can hype up these people behind me. Gal bring a broom, like a literal broom, and was sweeping the road and had these people carrying on bad behind her. And again, the same thing translates on social media.
Okay, so because you was a loudmouth and you brash, that makes you an influencer? Like again, if she ain't pushing a product or something, then who's she influencing?
Okay, it's almost like Stone Cold Steve Austin. Character-wise, nothing about that character, Stone Cold Steve Austin, was someone who, yeah, but I want my son to be just like that, to drink beers from the bottom of the can. But I promise you, as soon as whoever was old enough to drink beer, they wanted to do that. Because it's like something about it maybe drawing people toward it, even if they might also be a negative person. That's where they compare. But like for Cindy, I mean, you want to know and guess what? People might hate me for saying this, but you want to know the real thing that we need to study and realize about Sydney? She represents a large contingent of a certain group of people in the Bahamas. That is someone's auntie. That's an archetype for somebody's auntie. Cindy Patrice Doxson exists in most parts of the country as a person.
Who auntie?
You ain't never tell me you ain't never meet somebody like Cindy Patrice before. You ain't never seen nobody carry on like her before?
Never.
You are very sheltered. You are very
I am.
sheltered.
Thank God. Thank God my mother sheltered me from my junglist auntie that I don't have.
The Lord, because bro, I promise you. I got
auntie out there like that.
I could be real with you. I ain't gonna call her name, right? I have a cousin. I promise you, they are like very similar in the way how, okay, you can't say the wrong thing to my cousin because she will tell you about all of your insides. Like, you have a cousin, and I mean, she don't do the social media, then you might not catch her picking up no phone, but you go through certain corners, and I mean, Nas or Abigail, you have someone that's just like that, who is a junglist, like a, you know what I mean?
Yeah. I mean, listen, yes, I know junglers. I think she goes beyond junglers. She's beyond junglers. She's beyond junglers.
I almost ready to bring this. Yeah, we need.
I don't know. I don't know if there's another terminology beyond junglers.
I gotta ask Phoebe. Phoebe, do you, other than Cindy Patrice, know someone that you could almost say, but I'd like to see these two in the same room because they so similar or they so alike? Have you ever? And what would I say, Chris? I got this. Chris Devine. I believe that's what they say.
Just call it Caroline. Trying to match up the break voice name.
I can need him to let me know if I pronounce that wrong. But for real, like I ain't gonna lie. Like let's say she's the final boss. But for real, but like I definitely think that for sure, at least a majority of the country knows someone just like her, and that's why so much people gravitate toward how she is carry on.
I mean, I'll tell you, I have a little difference of opinion. I think there are people similar to her that is carrying on, that's brash and loud and obnoxious and all them other things, right? But I think it's more that Bahamians gravitate to shit.
I would like to know.
We love shit. I can't even say foolishness. We behind the scenes, so I can say some things. We love foolishness, boy. So the fact that she does that and she curses and she carries on like a crazy woman. I've never met her personally, and I hope that she's a little more sane and calm. If you could have a normal conversation, I think she is. I think some of that is just bravado and her putting on. I hope.
I got one for you. I got your card for you.
Go ahead.
Have you ever seen any videos with a lady by the name of Miss Lundy?
I've heard the name before. Yes.
There was a woman,
Yeah.
and
I
I
can't remember
talking
where I
about
remember her from.
elderly woman. Elderly.
Yes,
I'm
yes. She passed away now. Eh?
Yes.
She passed away. She used to be downtown and
Yeah.
things like that. She used to curse on
Yes.
anybody. But her head wasn't no good. Her hair
What?
was no Miss Lundy head wasn't no good, bro.
Miss Lundy was an educator. Miss
That don't mean
Lundy,
nothing. Y'all send that. Y'all children send her crazy.
that woman taught a lot of
she gotta
people.
cuss.
You know,
She gotta cuss. She gotta cuss you out, boy. Lundy, she gotta cuss you out.
That's what
She's
I
different.
said. So
Yeah.
I guess you might agree to this, right? But if something was wrong with Miss Lundy, something wrong with Cindy.
No, I mean I'm no medical doctor, but I would. You think? That's not normal behavior. That's not normal behavior, Trey. That is not normal behavior. That you'll have bad man and thing out there, you know. You'll have people out there knock your head off quick as look at you. But the way that she carries on, that is not normal behavior. That's just not normal. And again, she may very well be acting. I don't know her personally.
You Miss Lundy? Or
No.
you mean Cindy? Okay.
Patrice, yeah, she might just be putting on to carry on a particular way and to get a particular response from people and stuff like that, because I would say it sells, but I don't know her finances and if she makes money from this or not. And I think that that's where we get back to an influencer and a creator. She may be able to influence people, but to do what? Is she making money from it? When I think about an influence, I think this is somebody that in some way supports their life, makes money from doing this particular thing. Other than that, they're just a content creator.
You want to know something, babe? And again, you really, hey, if I get a rocket show at me, I hope it's you that can represent as a contingent from Freeport to make sure that at least I could be like spared a little bit. I feel like she getting paid right now from them.
From who?
What's she doing?
Oh,
right
you mean
now?
the party, the
I
political party?
I personally believe that that's what's happening.
Possibly.
There's no way she's
Yeah, but
going as she is and not him.
Yeah, but because she's capping for the party. But yeah, but outside of that, do you think the party is paying her every 5 years for the whole 5 years, the entire time? I mean, if they are, that's lovely, and I'm happy for her. Make that bread. Let me know how I can do it. You know,
right? Now, mind you, in a town where people literally say, "Hey, boy, my vote for sale," and her actually being able to have them approach her to say that, "Hey, we want to give you money so that you could do this for us."
No, she can't do that. She'll be in jail. She's not going out there saying that. What you said.
She's not going out there saying what?
That she have the money and she can give you the bag for your vote. She ain't saying that.
Oh,
She's not doing that.
no.
Okay.
I'm saying in a town where people is say my vote for sale, and then you have someone like her who is just a person but also has a social media, whatever, blah blah blah, and you have some party that is actually gonna consider going in their little purse to give you money because they feel like you could encourage people to go on their side.
Possibly. I mean, I wouldn't say that that's not a very strong possibility. That potentially is happening because we know.
I love
we know that that in politics for sure, things happen. Things happen. So maybe that's happening. Listen, and sis, if you are getting that bag, more power to you. If that is the bag that she's getting is for that, then that's fine.
But I got one more I could tell you, a personal vibe, right? I can be real with you. Now, my family, I just put little rocks in my area. My great grandmother, I never got a chance to hear her speak, right? Because, and you'll hear why I say that like that. She had a stroke, like, must see a year after I was born. So my great grandmother is like 90. But you want to know the stories that I heard about my grandmother? She loved to cuss. And when I say great grandmother, I'm talking about in her 90s, like she was born in 1930 or something like that. And they would what the stories and the memories I have of her, she could have cooked, but boy, she could have cussed.
Now,
boy, she could cuss.
Yeah, so cussing is one thing. Miss Daxon sometimes seems unhinged, my brother. There's a slight, and I only be glancing. I don't sit there and spend no time watching. And that's why I think that she may very well just be acting. Meaning like she's in a role and because people can't just walk around and all the time just be like that way.
Like,
You end up lock up, you end up lock up, you end up lock up, or you end up knock out. Those are the two things that end up happening to you if that's how you walk around, living your life every day. I don't know. Like I said, I don't know the woman myself, but I'm just saying.
But I feel like she's an archetype for other. Like, I'm not gonna say this is how all Bahamian women are, because I feel like you have archetypes. Like, you might have the sweet, quiet, religious, God-fearing one, and then you have the, all right, I might be going to church a little bit, but then you might catch me at this event, and then you have the all-out junglist who is come to the funeral, they can cry, carry on.
She's beyond. The video content that's created is beyond your regular junglist, but that is
she's the final boss level junglist, but there are women like us that, you know what I mean, fit that same description. I won't bring this. I want people call it that. Oh, I want bring this to the I want bring this. Hey,
all right, let's go, man. We got 30 seconds. We going back.
Kill me when it's over. I don't want to think about it. I just want to love you now. Oh, yeah.
Hot 91.7, your mega hit station, 17 minutes after the hour of 8 o'clock. It is the Morning Madhouse Show. Kingston alongside the Bahamian Trey. Of course, the segment is all brought to you by...
This is brought to you by Burger King Nassau. So if you're looking for big flavor and real value at lunch, head to Burger King Nassau and grab any of the King meal deals for just $5.50, including VAT. If you want that flame grilled flavor that you love, try the Rodeo Burger Jr. Serve with fries and a drink. And if you crave chicken instead, some organ noodle, make sure you go for the Rodeo Crispy Chicken Jr. or the 6-piece nuggets with fries and a drink. So that's great taste, real choices, and unbeatable value only at Burger King and Nassau, where taste
is
on
fire. All right, man. So listen, behind the scenes this morning, you can catch us live, hot917fm.com, or you can go to our Facebook page at hot917fm. We're there as well. And we had a very spirited, interesting conversation. Started off talking about trying to figure out if you guys, if we understand as a people, the difference between a content creator and a influencer. And then we were talking about one of them who's one media outlet referred to Daddy Whites as a content creator. And so we had a debate about, well, is he a content creator? Is he an influencer? Even though we may not like the content that he's put out there, he's put content out that people have responded to, whether it's positively or negatively. So possibly he may be able to be considered a content creator. It don't mean the content have to be good. Not talking about him in particular. I'm just talking about in general. Don't mean the content have to be good. Don't have to mean the content have to be funny. It don't mean anything about, but you create content. So in essence, all us who put a video out there online showing something, we've created content.
Yep.
Don't forget now, he was in a boxing match.
Yeah.
He had other viral videos that whether good or bad. Well, one of them caused him to get locked up. I think one of them, that's the one with the giving the child alcohol, you to get locked up for that one.
Yeah, that for sure.
Yeah. So there's that. But then we got into a conversation of
my
good sister.
Yeah.
The right honorable sister from Grand
Hey, say it when you just represent.
She's from the northern Bahamas. It could be Abaco, could be Freeport, we ain't sure. Anyway, but we started talking about who I guess the big one that, I mean, is there anybody else here that's a bigger social media personality than Patrice Daxon? Is there anyone here that's social media larger than her?
But I ain't gonna lie. She did something, right? And I don't know by which metric people may try to have that answer to that question. But when she, during the pandemic, had more people on her live than the national address, I say, all right, everything cool. Everything
Yeah.
good. Like, she literally
Yeah.
had more people on her live than the national address. Like, she had like at least over 14,000 people on her live during the pandemic at one point in time when something
So
had
is there
happened.
anybody? Yeah, there's nobody else that we could think of.
I don't think
off the
anybody
top
else
of our
did.
head easily. Now, when what the little skinny boy was who was dating the big girl, and they had a very tumultuous relationship. Every time you turn around, something going on in their relationship. That had a lot of people following them too.
You mean Bird
You know what I'm
and
talking about,
Cow?
right? Yeah,
I
boy.
think you mean Bird and
Come
Cow.
on,
Look
bro.
at boy, Michelle.
Come on, bro. Yes, Bird and Car Wash.
What
I mean,
about them?
they was big too.
I mean, yeah, even yeah.
But right now, no. Right now, I don't think there's anybody else. We could be wrong. Open up the phone lines. Who else is a bigger social media influencer or creative than Patrice Doxson right now? Give him the phone number, Shrek.
605-203-8605 605-2039. I could probably think of two right now
That are in the ball game. Who's in the ball game?
I guess when it comes to numbers,
Okay.
numbers, like I say, I've never seen nobody do that many numbers on a live, right? But also, for example, with Zaneo, I've never seen nobody consistently get over 1 million views as much as that dude. Like I talk about, everybody has multiple videos with over views. And also, this is AI content, and I saw Bahamian content as well that had over 1 million views. Like you see what I'm saying? And that's another one too. Big up to Bahama Soul. Daria. Daria is one that, wait, this guy have deals with skims in Walmart. And
So she is making legit money. We know she is making legit money. So now we can call her. Yes, she is an influencer. She's an influencer.
But guess what? That's what they try to say. Nah, like Sydney, low-key influencing people to do things too. If Sydney tell everybody pick up a conch shell and burst one building right now, I feel like they'll do it. Depending on the building.
I disagree. I disagree.
Depending on the building, I feel like she could do it. Conch shell,
Think so?
building. Patrice could go live right now, and I feel like she could make it do it.
Let's go boys this building with conch shell. You think people do that?
Yes, and and I feel like there will be a large contingent of hard-heeled women that will follow.
As long as it ain't me, she won't voice everything good. 23 minutes after the hour of 8 o'clock. You could put he loved being on television, he loved seeing himself on TV. During the pandemic, Clint Watson was huge when Clint was skipping around, hopscopping around the place, breaking the nighttime curfew, seeing if anybody was on the road. Yeah,
the executive orange.
Yeah, so I mean, people was watching that like crazy too during the pandemic.
But is that being loaned? Is that from your own influence though, or is that just the news? Like, you know what I mean? Like, could he have gone live on his own Facebook and get those same numbers, or was it just for the fact that hey, you're
I think it was during the pandemic. We was locking and wasn't nothing else to do, so we just watching.
Because all due respect.
24 minutes after the hour.
You ain't going to no Shabbat Cleansing.
You could continue to keep up with us behind the scenes right now. Facebook, of course, YouTube at Hot 917 FM or on hot917fm.com. All right, keep it locked. Good morning.
Hey, Nassau, get ready for the new.
Well, you got me.
What's your boy say? I want to see a picture.
A family photo.
Family photo.
Hey, Darla's so dread. Like I talking about. Nice.
Rest in peace to Daryl Miller, man. Daryl used to punch her without pulling punches, boy, and just be like, hey, man, you might be like that for true, but I will see a bit. I need to see proof. Man.
See, because I ain't gonna lie, right? Now, okay, you know what? Let me go on my Facebook to show you what's real. Matter of fact, do I need to go on my Facebook or can I just go on Facebook? Because, boy, like I said, Patrice, yeah, definitely an influencer. Other than that, I feel like there are women just like, oh, Miss Lundy is one.
Yeah, rest in
My,
peace.
and who else? Who else can I think of? There are ones who might not be publicly like big, loud, cussing and carry on us, but
Well, okay, so let's bring in Tap. Tap is considered to be loud. She's considered to be somewhat controversial, but she's not. I wouldn't say I've never. Again, I don't watch a lot of content from people, so I may not be the best to comment. But I can't say that I've seen like a Tap go out and spaz. No, never mind. I take that back. I have seen Tap spaz in some videos. I have seen a little bit of spazzing.
You can see this, right?
Yeah, you got to scroll up a little bit on it.
Scroll up. Okay, so you see what it is. Boom, you can see this. Okay,
Somebody get
now,
married? Who else get married?
when is she married? She been married.
Who?
Cindy. You didn't know that?
Oh, God.
Yes, but Ross. But yeah. Now, based on the claim that I made when it comes to with the politics thing. Yo, I promise you, what we're about to see right now is almost every scroll for the past.
Oh, something politics. Yeah, she's pushing a narrative. Yeah.
Bro,
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, she's pushing a narrative, and hopefully she is getting a couple of bucks. I mean, if anything else, she's getting a few bucks for it. Oh Lord, that's not nice. That's not very nice. Actually, let me tell you something. Stop right there. Go back up. You see how she's making fun of someone eating, right? F&M win to eat. She better watch that. Let me tell you why she better watch that. Because there's a particular person that's running in the PLP right now that he used to make sport and fun of fat people every single year when he had his particular work event where he was giving back money to people, where he had people do the same thing, running on treadmill and things like that. So she don't make them kind of jokes. Don't make those kind of jokes. All right? So you gotta be careful.
Your memory too strong. Your memory too strong. You're related to the elephants.
So you gotta watch. She's gotta watch. Bahamians, we don't like to be honest and truthful, especially in politics. Me and Trey talked about this a couple of days ago, a few weeks ago. You just because you believe, and I think I was mentioning it to my oldest son as well. Let me tell you something. You can believe in something that a particular party is doing, one thing alone. You can believe in that one thing, but that doesn't mean that you agree with everything else that they do. In the Bahamas, we have this philosophy to say, if I put on a PLP shirt, if I put on an F&M shirt, everything that the PLP has ever done, everything that the F&M has ever done, everything every MP has ever done, I've supported. No, that's idiots that do that. And we are not idiots. No. And I can speak for me. Trey, what about you?
No, definitely.
You take a little long answer, bro. You take a little long answer. You gotta don't faulty up the cell phone. You gotta come a little quicker, bro. You gotta be a little quicker. Yeah, we're not idiots. So it doesn't mean I agree with everything, but we take it as gospel in this country. And I hope that this political season doesn't get, because we do have some characters in politics right now. One of them, again, would consider himself, he's the leader of the Coalition of Idiots. He is someone that thinks that he does have influence. I could tell you that he has influence. He has influence on those people that are behind him that think that he's telling the truth. Yeah. He's influenced them to think that his little lion conniving self is telling the truth. And he's not. The boy is not. And listen to y'all. Let me tell you something. I will say the same thing to his face. No better, no worse. But we have to start to think more seriously about being honest about if we want change, about how we're going to get change.
Boy.
But getting back to the social media thing with Patrice Jackson. If she's being paid, if she is being paid as an influencer, should we know that if she's being paid by a political party? Should we know? Because aren't there certain rules about that on social media platforms? And does that apply to us here? Like if I was being paid by the F&M, let's just say I was. Some people out there be like, oh yeah, but Yeah. Would I have to come out and say I'm being paid by the FNM?
I guess the lack of freedom of information act says no. Maybe. I'm not sure. That's a very good question, though.
Yeah, I mean, it would be good to know if the influencer that is attempting to influence you is publicly known to be paid by a political organization and/or party.
That is a very good question. I think
it would be good. It would be good to know. That way you could listen to the things that they're saying, and then realize that, okay, well, yeah, they're pushing a particular narrative. But as you showed on the timeline there, Trey, you can see that there is a narrative. Now, is she being paid? That's the difference. She might just be a big fan. There's people that are fans, bro. She might just be a fan. Maybe she's looking for something after the fact. There's a lot of people that be capping for things and for people and waiting to get something on the back end.
As in doing it for free first and then
next thing you see, she in charge of Z&S.
Or as the Speaker of the House of Assembly.
Exactly. Well, anyway, we getting back on air right now, live, guys.
Clip that.
I'm not your friend or anything. Think that you can check. I'm not your friend or anything. Think that
Hot 91.7, your mega hit station, 32 minutes after the hour of 8 o'clock, Morning Madhouse Show. Casey Note alongside of Bahamian Trey.
Loy.
Of course, we are behind the scenes today on a Tuesday, Trey. We are getting ready for a big trip coming up, of course, in October. The ultimate, of course, getaway. Trey, you want to tell them a little bit about what's going on?
Listen, it's gonna be a movie, but I am so excited because first of all, I never been on a cruise. But what's going on is we are taking a trip. A big ship is sailing on the ocean, Carnival Cruise. Yeah, but Hot 91 is taking you on the ultimate getaway aboard the Carnival Cruise Line. So we taking stops at Celebration Key, Montego Bay, Jamaica, and we going to Grand Cayman. And guess what? With people like Zeno them on the boat, it could be pure vibes from start to finish. You see me? You see me? So you got to get your accent in order before we get
see me. When y'all see me running around the boat with my shaking thing off, y'all know what's going on, man.
Oh, Lord. And guess what? Well, the best part is you could lock it in right now for just $25. You could actually go on the hot917fm.com events page and you can lock in your trip right now for just $25. So don't miss this. Get all the details. Secure your spot today. Again, go to hot917fm.com. Hot 91.7, your mega hit station, your ultimate getaway starts right here.
Now, one of the things I want y'all to practice when we go on this boat, and then you all need to start practicing it from now. One of the hardest things to do, apparently, for people when they go on vacation. Because Bahamians, y'all to say y'all getting on vacation, and it don't be no vacation. That's why I don't go with some of y'all.
Why?
Because as soon as we cross the little yellow line, it becomes shopcation, not a vacation. So I don't get swing. I don't allow myself to get swing by y'all Bahamians that don't know how to just go on a true vacation, go and sit by the pool, relax, and do absolutely nothing. It's called chilling, Trey. Do you all know that word? Vacation and chilling?
I feel like that's why a lot of people don't do certain trips. And when I say certain trips, I mean like you will never catch much of a European trip from a lot of people because it's like, well, where do I go to shop? You know what I mean? They're like,
yeah, they
people
won't
don't really go away to go sightseeing.
No, they won't go away to go shop. Well, apparently this study is saying that one of the hardest things to do is doing absolutely nothing. It seems chilling out and doing nothing on vacation is actually hard for not just Bahamians, but for a lot of people to do. A new survey found that more than half of the travelers say that they don't really know how to stop being busy. even when they're supposed to be relaxing, taking that downtime tree. People don't know how to do that. All right. Apparently, it seems that we're addicted to being busy. So if we're going on this trip in October and it's supposed to be the ultimate getaway, how much people can go on this trip and do it without having to check their phones every 10, 15 minutes, every hour? Maybe you check your phone, check your email first thing in the morning, and then you leave the internet alone. Do you think we can do that, Trey?
Good luck on that. I don't. You got people just off the thought that they just off the thought that they know that. All right, I in the middle of the ocean. They checking their phones. They just checking their phones for checking phone's sake. When last you look around in public, babe? You ever really look around in public?
Yeah, everybody in it. Yeah, everybody in their phone
the entire time.
Yeah, dinner, movies, everywhere on their phone, in their phone. But it's a good time when you go on these sorts of things to get away, to become to unbusy yourself. Unbusy yourself and relax. That's what we're looking to try and do, man. 37 minutes after the hour of 8 o'clock. So Trey say you have an interesting ism and schism for you all this morning. He say, well, we gotta figure this one out, Trey. We gotta do something. We gotta figure it out, right?
Mind you, that was a question for B.T.S. But
okay. I thought it was ism and schism. You had okay, all right, fine.
No, this one for the B.T.S.
All right, 30, you got to be behind the scenes to catch this one. Y'all go log on right now, Hot 917 FM on Facebook. All right, it's the Morning Madhouse Show, 37 minutes after the hour of 8 o'clock. Good morning. Marco's Pizza has the perfect.
All right, boom. Now, the thing that I'm trying to figure out. Now, my friend posted this on her status, and I was like, but hold on, but like every time when I try to think about it, it feels like my brain is just scrambled. So, it was supposed to be a joke, but I took it serious. So it says, me at 3 a.m. wondering how people even started translating languages if they didn't understand each other.
Well, I mean, this may be in your native tongue. I could point at this. In my native tongue, there's a phone.
Right.
F-O-N-E. In the British language, this is a cellular phone. So you could start to when you're pointing to things and you say, ooh, you never watch the movies when the person trying to communicate with the boom. That's how you start to do it.
Wait,
Come on, I don't just come with something hard to figure it out from Long Island, you know, boy.
Yeah,
Come
right,
on, bro.
But
Our intellect different in Long Island, boy.
Yeah, you had to do a lot of translating in that Long Island for sure, good. But what I try to figure out for real, wait, you could imagine doing that for everything, though? Because now, how do I tell you this is a plastic bottle? And how did they end up coming up with plastic bottle?
Yeah, it probably took a little bit of time. Over the decades and over the centuries and things like that. We learned languages and I was watching one show the other day.
I said I fry my
brain
this morning to figure that out.
Absolutely. But it was over a period of decades and centuries. I was watching one show. They were talking about how some of the different languages originated in Europe, like Spanish and French, and where they came from. And I was just kind of in passing watching it, and it was interesting. It just showed over the centuries or over the years, you know, over periods of hundreds of years, how different languages were developed from other languages over hundreds of years. Yeah. So it was an interesting watch. I got to go back and watch it so you could see for true how languages are developed.
I'd like
Look at that. See, Carol, man, it's Long Island people, boy. All niggas are gaming. Smart, boy. I intellect is be intellecting. So you gotta understand. So you don't even understand that.
We think all y'all know about is mutton and thing.
That's what y'all think.
That's what
y'all think.
That's how we
trick y'all. That's how we trick y'all, boy. And we planted all over the place, boy. We planted all over the place. And we ain't centralized no more, boy. We ain't centralized.
Centralized. Come on,
Yeah,
one.
man.
Hilarious.
Yeah, man. But of course, want to shout out to everybody watching us behind the scenes. We'll be back on Thursday. We got a couple of more minutes before we shut this one down. Trey has got a ism and schism this morning. Yeah, this morning. Shouts out to everybody that went to Reggae in the Park. We didn't really get to talk about that behind the scenes this morning, but that was really, it was a well put together show for sure. I think that the band was a little bit overwhelmed by the
crowd, the artists.
I think maybe just I think by the entire experience, I believe they might have been a little bit overwhelmed. They was okay, but when you're dealing with seasoned reggae artists like that, or you gotta be a seasoned artist yourself. I feel that's how I feel. You know what I'm saying? You got to be a seasoned artist, and these are artists that have literally over the course of their careers traveled the world.
Yeah, absolutely, literally.
All of them have probably performed.
I'd
100 bands, 100 different bands. I just throwing a number out there, possibly in their careers.
I'd go out on a limb and say they probably have visited almost every continent.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah,
for sure. So it was a tall ask. I think they did pretty good. And that's only for us who's music nerds.
Yeah.
I don't think the audience really would have picked up on too much. Them set was out there. They still was blowing flame and fire and things like that. But yeah, man. But shouts out to the band. Young. I don't think any of them was 40. All of them was in I didn't think most of them was even in their 30s.
Youngins.
Yeah. So shouts out to them for even taking on that particular challenge in that kind of setting. I think they did pretty good. So big shouts out to Black Swan band, and shouts out to the Natural One, man. Did an incredible job. Somebody asked me when I went out there, Trey, asked me if I was out there to host. I was hosting, and I was like, no. They're like, why not? I say, I don't host. That's why I tell people stay in their lane, you know. That's not my thing. You know, that is not my. I only is gonna go out there and shitty up the thing. So that ain't my. That's not my thing. I'm not comfortable in that setting.
Level of awareness to understand that, know that, and then move in that direction. Because some people never reach that level of awareness to say, oh, you know what, this is where my specialty.
Yeah, no, I stay in my lane. And that's why. And there's so many people that think that because they could speak English, they could do them kind of things, and they try to mimic. There's plenty people out there, a few, that try to mimic what Empress does. And I will tell you something that I learned from someone a very long time ago. This will be the last thing I'll say before we set up, Trey.
Yeah.
You can never beat me being me.
Yep.
Never beat me being me. And the fact that Empress is always authentically her.
Nobody else.
Everyone else that tries to be is just a pretender and can never be. Instead, they just go in their own lane.
Nope.
They want to try and ride those coattails. But go in your own lane, sis. Be in your own lane. No one can beat you being you. You understand what I'm saying? And don't think, and especially when you idolize someone and you learn from them, you don't ever try to think you're bigger than them, buddy. That's a level of disrespect that you just don't, that I don't get down with. All right, so here we go.
Art of War. That book.
That was what?
That was in the book, The Art of War.
All right, let's go. Oh, it was? Hey, Hot 91.7, your mega hit station, 45 minutes after the hour of 8 o'clock. Morning Madhouse Show, Kick and Bahamian Trey getting ready to wrap up behind the scenes. But before we do all of that, Trey has got an ism and schism for you this morning. Go ahead, Trey.
please don't be mad at this one. You gotta say publicly that you ain't gonna be mad at this one.
I will try my best, my utter best.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Nothing says team bonding like collectively ignoring an email.
That happens to me all the time. Why would I be mad?
That's why I said it. I was like, I don't want you to think it's an intentional thing. But everybody out there, just know that nothing says team bonding like collectively ignoring an email.
You know, and so one of the reasons is me as a manager, one of the things that I do is I make sure I put it everywhere where you can't ignore me. I send you an email. I send you a WhatsApp. I'll stick it up on the screen inside the studio.
Yes.
You ain't gonna tell me you didn't know.
Yeah, like, and then all that's gonna be like, oh, yeah, man. I say, yeah,
man. Oh man, that's a good one though. Hit them with it again. Get him again, Trey. Get him again.
Listen, nothing, and I mean nothing says team bonding like collectively ignoring an email.
Yeah, you didn't see that email, right? I didn't see that. What email? What email you talking about?
Well, you see that meeting coming up, right? What meeting?
What meeting? Nobody. Yeah, meeting. 47. I like that one. 47 minutes after the hour of 8 o'clock. It's the Morning Madhouse Show. We got the beat down coming up for you in just a second. Keep it locked. Good morning.
You're being a opinion on it, D, and I made him take.
Boom.
All right, guys. Well, that is.
Shuttle shots.
I don't think that was too subtle. I was very direct.
Hilarious.
No, man. Empress is a 1 in a million talent. You know, she's a one in a million talent. She used to hate me at one time, but now we're good friends. And but she's such a talented and such a great spirit as well. And so it's few and far in between. And that's one of the reasons why people love her is because she's genuine.
Yep, absolutely.
You know, she's genuine. And also she is from Grand Bahama. 48 minutes after the hour.
Everything cool. You gotta redeem the
Grand Bahama. Yeah, we gotta redeem Grand Bahama, boy, because it's rough today. Well, listen, man. Thank you to everybody. Thank you to everybody that came through, checked out behind the scenes today. We will be back again, God Spare Life, on Thursday, which is right there before you take a couple of days off, hopefully to relax and love your old self. But we enjoy doing it. It's a lot of fun. The time flies even faster for us when we do it straight. You don't think so?
I absolutely say so, but what? I looking at the screen now, trying to figure out when 8:48 come true.
Yeah, the time flies a lot faster for us, and we thank all of you for your comments. Bahama Soul, shouts out to Greta, shouts out to Phoebe, shouts out to Carol. Scott was in today too. I think I saw Scott.
Man. Scott is right there, and Chris Devin. Chris, he's later me if that's how you gotta say it. If that's it, that's it, man. That's
Chris
it.
Devin, El Carol. Yeah, but don't you bite up your tongue, boy. But we're done, guys. We are out of here. We will be back streaming again 7:30 on Thursday. Make that appointment and bring some folks with you as well. All right, we out. Y'all enjoy.